Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 4th episode of Nekopara. And last episode, the kitten was having a little bit of difficulty adjusting to Shukore's place and ran away. Then Chocola went out to find her, brought her back over to the bakery, and decided that she stays there now. So it all just sort of worked out. Maybe we end up putting her to work at some point. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, who knows? All I know is that she's now one of us, and we will see how that goes. So let's do that. 3, 2, 1, play. Back into it. Pretty good timing there, Dowsa 29. And of course she's sleeping in our bed. We can't just have her sleep alone, she's a little kitten, so she would probably run away. Yep, she's right there. She doesn't want you to leave. Oh god, she's adorable. He has a big head too. Can't get it through. Oof. Well, we made it work. Yes, she is. Of course you all are, so kinda goes without saying. And she was talking... I mean, she just, of course, talking about Chocola. That's what she's always talking about. Don't know why I was surprised. And then her opening. Vanilla always focuses on one thing in particular. I love when Vanilla does that. It's very cat-like. Kitty cat paws. Cinnamon. And are we flying on macarons there? As you do. Just Cinnamon loves whatever Maple does. It doesn't really matter. It gets her excited. Could Shigure look any more like she was in paradise? And when is Shigure gonna put on the cat ears? That is a good-looking breakfast right there. Bum 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 bum. She's probably under the table at Fat Adventure, I guess. Yep, that's of course where she is. Cats prefer to eat on the floor. Ah, no, human hand. It can't touch me. But, you know, cat girl hand, that's okay. She is definitely attached, and oh no, is Vanilla gonna get a little bit jealous? I can kind of see that happening. Because, you know, she's Vanilla's Chocola, so... We could end up with a cat fight on our hands. Yeah, you just push buttons and hope for the best. Oh wow, it's a big TV. Don't bite the TV. Yes, Zanen Nagana. One day, we'll be able to just stick our paws in the TV, though. It's the water, though. Cats don't like water. You can't live there. She probably hasn't. Have you been to the ocean, Chocola? I've been to an aquarium. She tries. I think she's got the gist of it across. This, why are we watching this? This has no fish on it. Yeah, it can't be that exciting for a kid to watch. Gonna go see what the local chef is up to. Oh. She gonna sneak food. I would watch out for that. You'll have ingredients mysteriously disappear. So now she found Chocola, which I'm sure was her main goal. And for a side character, she is very pretty. Well, not even a side character, just a random person. This is definitely a spot to go to daily, and they spotted her. They spotted her. You can't take her home, though. And she's not an employee yet. She just lives here. I don't think the customers mind. She just wants to come out and play. She was bored watching the Shogi channel. Wonder if she has any talent for making sweets. One way to find out. Okay, we are now Snake. Just oh. You made her jump. That's very realistic cat behavior there. Crap, I've been spotted. I thought this was perfect. Vanilla. Ah, Cinnamon's here. Because I expected Cinnamon to make such comments. I'm sure you would. Yeah, we don't need customers hearing such things while they're trying to eat their food. You can't spot me if I stay in the box. But he does have sweets, so maybe I could be tempted to come out for a second. Oh god, it's so cute. You know what? I don't need that box anymore. I got this. All is well with the world. Just wish your head was slightly smaller. Yeah, once you pet a cat, they start to like you a bit more. Indeed. Luckily, I have my cat in the background. Keep up with the theme of the show. Oh, am I supposed to do that too? Sure, yes. That thing. G. Time to play with her? They are. They tried bonding with her before. But now there should be less risk of her running away. I think she's happy about that, guys. Oh, we got a ball, too. I'm trying to get it, but it keeps moving. Just slow down. She's gonna pounce. Oh! Ah, you were too late, kitten. Bad chocolate. Bad. Oh, not the laser pointer. That's not fair. She's gonna knock over stuff. Oh! Oh! Ah, come on, Chocola. Have more self-control. Who do you think you are, Azuki? Can't cute your way out of this, Chocola. Is everyone sleeping? No, just her. That is a cat for you, though. Cats will run around, be a nuisance, knock things over, and 5 seconds later they're sleeping on your bed. Just how they are. How, Chocola? How? How did you even manage that? Yes. Why she will ever talk? Oh, a health checkup. Okay, makes sense. Hopefully this goes well. Don't grow too much. I kind of, yeah. I don't think I could relax either with a house full of cats. I know, right? You know what it means, Kasho. We can't discuss such things in the anime, though. But read the visual novel if you want details. Of course, we go to Shigure's place for this. I don't know why I expected us to go anywhere else. Azuki, I'm sure you're still short. Come on, guys. One episode without fighting, please. She's a munchkin. She's supposed to be short, though. It's just not a problem. Okay. Let's see. 50 kilos. Yeah, not everyone needs to know. We're basically all in our underwear now, which is very nice. I'd take that body any day as well. I would love some, actually. Oh no, it's no time to fight. Although, if you insist, I... Oh, wow. Thank you for that. I think this is a bit more important. Shigure laying down the law. Can't go against that. I love when we got a behind shot of both of them. That was well played. Indeed. If we let that go, I'm sure we would have seen quite a bit of skinship. And we finally arrived. That's a good question, actually. What would you say? I guess that would be fine. If it's your first time, just leave it to Cinnamon. She'll help you. She'll guide you. Jokel up first. What is she, like 90 centimeters? Okay. That's the question. Yeah, a proper name, not Sugarcane or whatever Azuki called her. No, we did not decide on that, Azuki. That was your thing. Nobody else likes that name. I think I'd prefer that over Sugarcane. Preferably cheesy cakey. Not that one, no. Yeah, we don't want to eat her. Let's name her Milk 2.0. Yeah, what do you want to be called? That doesn't sound too flattering. Yeah, this is... Shigure, I assume, named all the cat girls, so she should be able to come up with something. Bit of a mouthful. Everyone else's name is pretty short. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit more reasonable. Coco. Okay, I think we finally got one we can all agree on. Cacao. It's a little bit hard to say, though, surprisingly. Cacao. Might just keep calling her kitten. Because I'm tempted to just call her Cocoa, but that's not exactly what they're saying, and looks like Cinnamon finally got into her underwear. I did not say it's something. Yeah, I imagine that's not a very big number. Not too bad. It's a very cute bra they both have. Well, yeah, you've always been bigger than Vanilla. That's no surprise. Especially in her underwear. That makes it better. Yeah, no need to bring that up. Of course, Cinnamon's the biggest of all. Yeah, it's comparable to Coconut. Lift them up for emphasis. Sugar Ray likes all cat girls pretty evenly. Kakua, you're not supposed to play with those. Not in front of others, at least. Don't worry, Vanilla, you get a turn as well, even if there's less to play with. Just so you know, no milk's gonna come out of there if that's what you're hoping for. There might be milk out of there. You might be willing to try that. Be careful with those will squish you. And Cinnamon will actually enjoy that quite a bit, so don't do it too much. Because things will get wet around here. I kind of can't believe how lewd this episode's gotten. Whew. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to recover from the last scene. What's happening? Oh. Oh, by quickly? Okay. Yeah, how fast are your eyes? Okay, what's the next one? Oh, there's a rabbit. Yeah. Hey, I kind of said it first, I should get the point. I mean, I only did 2 of them. Okay, eyes open. Oh, eagle! Or tiger. Grasshopper. Yes. Yeah, get wrecked. Oh, was that a... What was that? I couldn't quite tell. What did you show on the screen? Was it a shot or... It was a shot, okay. Or a syringe is what you'd actually call it, but... And now the only hard thing right now... Oh, that was a word, I think. No way I could read that. Was it? It went by way too quickly for me to read. I could barely tell it was a word, much less what it said. Did you see it? Not that you could say anything, really. And maybe she will see something here, now that she has a reason to. So did we just miss a die before? Yeah, she could have summoned die skill. That's very impressive. I finally got to hear finally got to hear her speak. Say it again. She did not say it again. Okay, this was a very, very fruitful endeavor here. Oh? The aquarium, perhaps? So where are we going? Or we're just gonna go to the beach? I guess I didn't realize how close it was. But yeah, if it was that close, yeah, we would just go there. Did we ever go to the ocean? I'm trying to think, and I can't quite remember that happening. Well, okay. If it was that long ago, then yeah, it wouldn't have been in the visual novels. That would be definitely pre-volume 1 and 0. So yes, it did happen, just off screen. Ah, we made it. It's cold. Phrasing. Yeah, don't drink that water. Yeah, they're out there somewhere. Coconut. Can't hide that reaction, I saw it. And we're building building a sandfish. Oh no, coconuts! Hopefully she survives that. Don't eat whatever you find on the ground, Kakawa. Wasting no time getting wet, I see. Cinnamon. Well, there are fatty tuna in that water somewhere. Go find them. We need to do that for sure. Sure she did. Have to make a lot of food to feed like a bajillion cat girls. What are you talking about? That's a perfect lunch. And there's the AD, of course, because it can't last forever. Unfortunately, it cannot last forever. Just want to pick up Tiny Azuki so badly. As she yells at me to put her down. I wonder if Azuki misses the days when she was taller than everyone else. Really are some great images in the CD. I almost want a prequel of, you know, back when they were mostly all kittens. Because kittens are a bit more of a handful to deal with than actual cats, so that could be quite fun. It'd also make it a bit easier to see Azuki as kind of, you know, the oldest. If I actually got to see her interacting with them back when they were smaller. So yeah, a prequel would be great. And yes, I would love to watch again. Please allow me to. Wait, that's say Orion? Yeah, illustration. An artist I've actually heard of. That's nice. Yeah, I think he worked on Rant stuff. But anyway, that was the 4th episode of Nekopara. And it was probably the best episode so far, I would say, quite possibly. Because for one thing, we got to see, now known as Kakoa, our kitten, kind of adjusting to life here, and being very clingy with Chocola, which gets Vanilla a little bit jealous, you know, because she's her Chocola, you know? This new kitten can't just show up and monopolize her. It just doesn't work that way. So there's a little bit of that. However, Vanilla also does like seeing Chocola taking care of a kitten, because that's another level of cuteness to kind of expand onto Chocola's general cuteness that Vanilla appreciates. So that's pretty great to see that, you know. And just watching TV trying to get the fish, because that's something that they would do as well. So you gotta tell her, no, I know it looks like you can grab that fish, but it doesn't work that way. It's not really there. But don't worry, we'll one day get you to see a fish. Just not today. She got bored watching Shogi and ended up going out there. Didn't do much with Kasho, but she went out to the customers who did spot her, and they seem to have liked her well enough. But, you know, if you're not an employee, you can't be out on the floor. Like, you gotta be the customer or an employee to be out there. She is neither, so she has to go back. But I'm sure they would have pet her a lot if they were given the chance. But no. She did decide to go full, like, Metal Gear and just hide under the box, but it didn't work too well because Kasho dropped something that made the cat jump, like, literally jump quite far into the air. So, and that's a very cat-like thing. Whenever you drop something, the cat's like, wait, what? What just happened? Is the world ending? What's up? Just what happens. And then just seeing her kind of, you know, peeking out of the box when he offers her cakes, like, you know what, actually that cake's definitely worth it. Never mind, okay. Screw you, box. This cake is mine now. And then, of course, just Cinnamon being Cinnamon was obviously a very appreciated element of the scene as well. But Kasho, he's kind of a cat girl whisperer, you might say. So, of course, he was able to get her to like him pretty quickly. No surprises there. And then we just got to play with her, and playing with her was so much fun. We threw the ball around and she looked at it, and we had the typical cat toy with wiggly thingy. Unfortunately, that and a couple of the other things, Chocola kind of got in the way. Because Chocola, you know, Chocola's Chocola. But yeah, they pretty much nailed the cat aspects pretty well, even the butt shaking before pouncing. Very, very, very good stuff here. And then the mid-card, just Chocola being all tied up by the fishing pole. Just why? But what was even possibly better than the first part was the next part, where we go to have our checkup, basically. Which, of course, it will be Kakua's first checkup here. And we go to Shigure's place to do it. And we did basically all the usual stuff, height checking, weight checking, and chest measuring. And it was quite a bit of fun to watch, I would say. Because we had the usual sort of banter about this person's bigger than that person, this person's taller than that person, this one weighs more than that person, you know. The usual kind of thing. Definitely an excuse for Azuki and Coconut to butt heads a little bit. Not that they need an excuse. And we got to see this a little bit before Chocola even arrived in their group. And of course, this was a good excuse to see them all in their underwear, which I certainly appreciate. Like, since this is not the visual novel, it's not gonna get too lewd, but it still got surprisingly lewd, all things considered. And yeah, as far as the actual underwear itself goes, Maple looked great. Azuki, I kind of wish she didn't have the yellow with it, but aside from that, it's good as well. But it was pretty great when we saw it, like, from behind, when Coconut and Azuki decided to kind of growl at each other. We got some great shots there. I'm kind of looking at it right now, and it's just literal perfection there. Just magical, you know. Can't get into too much detail without this being demonetized, but it was nice. But of course, Shigure puts an end to it, as she always does. And that's when we arrived. Of course, it was time to measure them. Both of them obviously also had very nice underwear that matches their respective color scheme. We also decided what to call her finally, so we got that resolved. So Sugarcane was kind of a false name, kind of a fake name, a red herring. And now it's all is right with the world. After we all attempted to give her names of things we wanted to eat, we eventually settled on something that she actually likes, you know, a bit more fitting. And she seemed to like it, yeah. And Cinnamon just looks like she can barely fit into hers, you know, as expected. And as you'd expect, Chocolate is a little bit bigger than Vanilla, but that's always been the case. And I'm surprised Cinnamon didn't just break the tape. And then, yes, then the kitten decided to play, you know. Not sure a great way to phrase it exactly would be, but she decided to kind of, you know, knead and just basically her own way of measuring the other girl's size, I guess you could call it. She did that with at least 3 of them. Chocolate, Vanilla. And then moved on to Cinnamon, and Cinnamon, of course, you know, appreciates it because she's the lewdest one. So, you know, and she had the most to play with, so it was probably the most fun for Kakua as well. And she was just brought down with her fantastic technique. I kind of wish she would have done it to everyone, but guess we don't have time for that. Then we did like a bit of a weird exercise here. Basically, there was a screen, something went by quickly, and you had to use your fast cat-like reflexes and stuff to determine what it was, right? And most of them were fairly easy, I would say, once I actually knew what I was supposed to be doing here. They were all pretty easy. Grasshopper was probably one of the harder ones, just because there's a lot of bugs that look kind of like grasshoppers. That one was a little bit more of a challenge, but most of them were pretty easy until we got to the words themselves. Because, for one thing, it was obviously Japanese, which I could barely read Japanese when it's completely still for several seconds. So obviously I wasn't going to be able to read going by quickly. The shot, that one was difficult, but I still kind of got it. Like, not initially. It took a few seconds for me to fully process it in my mind. But I did figure out what it was before it was explained to me. That was good because it scared them, you know. A good excuse to have Maple and Cinnamon hug, which is always nice. Just the freaked out look on Chocolate's face is kind of amazing too. And Hazuki almost saw the word, like she saw most of it. However, she missed one die in Daisuke. Otherwise, she was very close. But luckily, somebody got it. Our little kitten got it. It was, yes, Daisuke. Gotta get on this girl's level, I guess. And she's just happy that, and Sugar is just happy to have her say it out loud, even though she didn't mean it exactly, but it was so nice nonetheless. And we actually did go to the ocean, which I did not expect to do in this episode. So that was a great chance to have a little bit more fun. At this point, I would say Kakuwa is pretty much fully adjusted to this new life. We've had plenty of bonding. She actually is talking now, so great progress on that front as far as her being one of the family. Built sandcastles, we tried to eat things, we got wet, it was great. And we promised we'd come back here someday, so hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. But yeah, it was a great episode. Just, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm glad things are going more smoothly now. We have no more runaways or anything, so it was great. 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.